Hi, I'm Stacey Hyde and I'm back for another episode of Better Financial Health in 15 minutes or less. This is the Colorado edition. I wanted to take a few minutes as we enter 2023 and ask each of you to reflect a few moments on what went right in 2022. What did you do well, both personally, professionally, financially, and where could you realistically make some improvements? What could you do? One of the things I heard Dolly Parton say in an interview was that she hoped to, it wasn't a goal, it's more of an aspiration, is to bring more kindness into the world. I think that's certainly a great goal and something that we could all take advantage of or make one of our goals. Financially, one of the things that you should do is sit down and figure out where you are right now. No judgments, no regret, just say, okay, this is where I am right now. So get a snapshot of what you own, your assets, your 401k, your house, your car maybe, cash in banks, and then figure out what you owe. Both, what your credit card bills are right now or were as of 12/31, what any payments you have, student loans, mortgages, car payments, furniture loans, whatever that is. Go ahead and get a feel for what that is. And then also, what are your savings goals? What are you putting in your 401k? Are you putting in at least enough to get the match? Are you saving some money into just a savings account for a rainy day? And once you have that information, you can figure out what do you need to do first. I would say if you have any credit card debt that you don't pay off in full each month, generally speaking, that's going to be the first thing you want to attack. With interest rates going up, those minimum payments are not going to go very far at all. You really need to get aggressive about paying those off. Maybe even sign up to be an Uber driver or an Instacart shopper, something like that, to get extra money to make those go away. Because any money you can pay towards those principal to get those paid off is only going to help you exponentially. So that would be kind of the first thing I would say. And then also you want to build up that emergency savings account. We're not as negative on the economy and as certain that we're going to have a recession as some of the larger investment banks are. We're actually cautiously optimistic. But you still need to be prepared for that, and having some extra money set aside in a savings account helps inoculate you. Basically, it acts like an immunization against losing your house or being evicted or losing your car because something happens, your hours get cut, or you have to look for a different position. It gives you time and the ability to do that. Also keep in mind that your healthcare has reset. So if you had a high deductible and maybe you'd had a lot of expenses last year, you're going to have to meet that deductible again this year. But if you have a healthcare spending account or a flexible spending, you can use those dollars to help you pay some of those out of pockets. So those are kind of a few things that I think that you can do as you enter the new year to put you on a solid foundational footprint. I've seen, one of my good friends is a personal trainer, and she said that January 13th is the day that most people abandon their New Year's resolutions. Let this be the year that you don't abandon your financial ones, that you really do stick to a plan and you really try to limit your impulse purchases. And maybe when you're feeling like you want to scroll Amazon or are tempted to click an Instagram link, maybe you'll do some crunches or watch an exercise video or head out for a walk with your dog instead. I'm sure they will appreciate it, and ultimately that will help you mentally, physically, and financially. So with that, I'm going to close. This has been another episode of Better Financial Health in 15 Minutes or Less. I'm Stacey Hyde.